Governor Greg Abbott is shutting down the DPS inspections of commercial vehicles at one international bridge. Those inspections, which Abbott ordered, have been causing major delays. He said he's reached an agreement with leaders of the bordering Mexican state of Nuevo Leon. They promised higher security measures to fight illegal immigration. The White House says the checks are unnecessary and says it's causing supply chain disruptions, putting the burden on Americans to pay the price. KENS 5's Vanessa Croy joins us from the Laredo-Columbia International Bridge.
You can see the international bridge behind me where trucks are slowly making their way from Mexico into the U.S. This is a much different sight than we saw earlier today when those trucks were lined up waiting for hours. One driver told us he waited almost 30 hours for that DPS inspection.
The ultimate way to end the clogged border is for President Biden to do his job and to secure the border.
This was a scene earlier today in Laredo, days after Governor Abbott announced a beefed-up border security plan that includes ordering state troopers to inspect trucks coming into the U.S. from Mexico, creating long lines and stalling supply chains. Sources with CBP said since Abbott ordered the inspections, the numbers went down from around 3,000 trucks coming through here each day to less than 700.
They found zero number of drugs, zero number of migrants.
The governor receiving major backlash for the measure, many saying this is nothing but a political stunt.
He said, I'm going to stop drugs, and he's failed at that. He said, I'm going to stop the migrants from coming across in those 18-wheelers. He's failed at that. He needs to work with us.
But Abbott is sticking to the plan, and instead of Congress, he's working with Mexican officials.
Governor Garcia has begun and will continue enhanced border security enforcement measures that the bridge from Nuevo Leon and Texas will return to normal, effective immediately.
And he called on other officials in Mexico to follow.
Until, however, those agreements are reached with those states, the Texas Department of Public Safety will continue to thoroughly inspect vehicles entering into the United States from every Mexican state except Nuevo Leon.
Also part of that security plan, the governor ordered TDM to bus migrants from Texas border cities to Washington, D.C. The first two buses of migrants arriving from Del Rio in the last 24 hours, with more, the governor says, on the way.
The Biden administration and a lot of leaders in Congress have no idea about the chaos they have caused by their open border policies. And if they're not going to come to the border, I'm going to take the border to them in Washington, D.C.
Officials in Del Rio tell me the Texas Department of Emergency Management has contracted with the city to lease space as a staging area for those migrants who want that free ride to D.C. And Eagle Pass officials there told me that no plans are in place yet. Talks are still in the works with TDM. Reporting in Laredo, Vanessa Croy, KENS 5.